All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So what I'm going to call this podcast is, when it comes to your health, listen to yourself first. And I don't think a lot of people do this, especially as they get older. I think they're listening to a lot of other people, which, don't get me wrong, they may have a lot of knowledge when it comes to health and wellness, fitness, but they also are probably wrong a lot of times as well. And the reason I bring this up is because I was actually recently watching another podcast where they showed a video of a pretty well-known comedian goofing around in the gymnasium. He's middle-aged, maybe even more. He might be between 40 and 50. I don't know his age, but they were goofing around in the gym. And he went up and I think they lowered the rims. I'm not positive, like having a fun dunk contest. And he went up, his knee snapped or gave out or something really bad happened. And then he fell on his arm and snapped his arm as well. So not only did he blow out his knee, he broke his arm. And, a lot of times I think we do stupid shit. I'm going to say that as well. Especially me, I'm always working out, and sometimes I catch myself pushing myself maybe too far at my age. But I've always been programmed myself in my youth to just constantly be pushing myself, which is what gives me the results I desire, which it does. I'm not going to say it doesn't. And I think, too, growing up around a lot of coaches, you're always, or in team sports or even individual sports, you got to push the limits. You have to excel and go beyond where you're at. You always have to push the limits, I believe, or at least I want to. Some people may just be automatically incredible at whatever they do. I was really coordinated. I was small, but I definitely wanted to impress my coach. I want to impress my teammates. I want to become a captain. So it was all about pushing myself harder and harder and harder. A lot of times you may have a coach or a trainer that helps you do that, which is wonderful. That's why they're there for the most part. Not only to help you, with whatever type of game or whatever you're doing activity-wise, they're there to help you practice, get in better condition, and again, make you become better than what you are. All right, let's put all that behind us. Now let's go for the average Joe here, where, regardless if you played with teams or not, when it comes to your health and wellness, you have to listen to yourself first. Regardless if you're being trained by somebody in a gym or, say, a coach, a consultant, when it comes to fitness, that is wonderful. And I'm sure they're giving you a lot of advice, hopefully, that you're using. If they're not, then you shouldn't be using them. But here's the deal. You have to understand that no one knows your body more than you do. No one, and here's the thing, I talk about this, though. No one truly knows your full capabilities yet. I discussed that a lot. You don't even know them, because as time goes on, you'll start to realize how much stronger you may be. You may become a lot more coordinated than you are. It's skills. You're going to be developing different skills, speed, accuracy, whatever the hell you're doing physically, right? You're most likely, if you keep with it and you're consistent, you are going to keep improving. Then most likely, like a lot of people, you will plateau eventually. But for now, let's just say you're either working out, I don't care if it's with a workout partner, maybe even by yourself. You have to listen to yourself. And I talk about this a lot regarding injuries. One injury can be a game changer for the rest of your life. Now, he blew out his knee. I'm just going to use him for an example. Will he be able to walk correctly ever again? Probably, maybe not. Is he going to be in pain for a long period of time? Of course he is. Is that going to set him back? Of course. Then again, how really, what type of impact is that truly going to have on him later in life? Because I always say, and this just happened to me actually about a year ago, I discussed this previously on my podcast. I was in Seattle, and they have these high hills downtown, or, you're going up and down. And I was looking for an Italian restaurant, and I was looking at my phone, spinning in a circle, and then there was a big part of the sidewalk missing that was roped off, but I didn't see it. So my ankle caught half of the sidewalk and then snapped. But, normally you would think in between the sidewalk and the dirt to the side of it would only be a few inches. No, this was like pretty deep, say, 6, 8 inches. So my whole ankle snapped and I almost fell into it. I blame myself. I'm not paying attention. My ankle blew up to the size of a softball, relatively. I had to literally hop back to my hotel room. I could barely even stand on it. And I just got there to work. Talk about a long weekend. Got home, my ankle, and it's been over a year, I'm still feeling it. At my age, and I'm 51, you don't heal nearly as fast as you think. And also, when it comes to your legs and feet, I discussed this too, please protect them. But let's go back to you. You may be, again, with friends. Actually, I don't care what age you are. A lot of times we may get influenced or get caught up in the moment or become very competitive and do stupid shit that instead of, helping us, not only hurts us, can destroy us. And I mean this physically. You could go out with your friends and, you even at a certain point playing tackle football, I had to put the brakes on that. I went out, I still thought I was indestructible. I was in my, I think, early 20s playing football in Orlando, Florida, like assholes, no pads, snap my rotator cuff. That has affected me my entire life. Did I need to go play football, tackle football at that age? No, I knew better, but again, I didn't listen to myself. I also listened to my friends saying, hey, come on, man, we haven't done it in years. This will be cool. You're a lot bigger, a lot stronger. Because I was. For the first time, I was like one of the strong guys when I was always kind of the runt on the football, when I played football throughout my life. Even though I played even like a Pop Warner style, I played middle linebacker and I played running back. Now I'm 225 pounds and I can hit really hard. And I really wanted to test my skills because I was really pretty good at football. I wanted to see how I played it now, because the last time I played tackle football was, say, 15, 16. Now I'm in my early 20s, entirely different, and I hurt myself. Don't hurt yourself. And the reason, again, I go back to listening to yourself. Please don't let people convince you to do something physically you're not 100% committed to. I don't even care if it's jumping out of a plane and somebody's on your back helping you. I forgot what they call that, tandem. You may land, you're not comfortable, you don't feel stable, you may land, again, snap your knee, snap your ankle. Whatever you're doing physically, be in control. You need to 100% be in control. Now, if you're going to go out and surf, hypothetically, and don't think you can't get hurt surfing. A lot of people get hurt surfing, especially if it's in certain types of water, reef area, or just whatever it is. But if you fall, you fall into water. It'd be like kind of like jet ski a lot of times. You can get hurt there as well. But when you wipe out, it's kind of a softer blow. But I kind of compare like a jet ski to a motorcycle, right? When you're on land and you wipe out, a lot different when you're on cement, right? Compared to like a jet ski on water. And, same with you. When you're doing certain things, we want to make sure, especially as you age, you do not injure yourself. Now, there's a big difference between kind of injuring yourself and pulling your hamstring, or, you pull your back out a little bit, or your shoulder, you're a little stiff, and, you get these little tweaks here and there that hurt. I'm talking about going to do something or someone convincing you of doing something that can be very, is that the word, detrimental, I think is the word. Sometimes I forget these words. But it can definitely be a game changer, and your life is never the same. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people I know have injuries. This isn't something, I think too, when people think they get injured, especially say in your 30s and 40s, you think, or even 50s, you think it's going to recover. And then there's not going to be any pain. That's not necessarily the case. Not only will getting injured set you back at a certain point in time, it can set you back for the rest of your life. I mean, this is no joke. I know a lot of people that have damaged their back, working out mainly, damaged other areas of their body, that now they can't do much. Not only can they not work out, but I mean, even getting out of bed, getting off the couch, walking for a certain amount of time, all of this is painful, and I feel for them. And I am going to wrap it up with this. This goes for doctors, again. This goes for trainers, coaches, or anybody, friends, I don't care, workout partners. I am going to say it again. Listen to yourself. Follow your own instincts, even if you may look like a bitch. I'm just telling you right now. You can go do something. Even test yourself independently where it goes sideways. That does not mean I'm not telling you to push yourself, but there's a difference between pushing yourself and being in control, being consistent, and going after the results you desire, compared to doing something stupid, ignorant, and instead of helping yourself, literally destroying yourself. Listen to yourself, because a lot of times people know better, and something inside of you is saying, don't do that. Again, others convince you, or you may even convince yourself, bullshit yourself that, yeah, I'll be okay. And before you know it, you know what's funny is I used to jump off diving boards, high dives, everything, do all these different. I even went to diving classes when I was younger. And not long ago, actually, I don't know how many years ago, say 9 or 10, I'm in my early 40s, I went to the high dive, and I jumped off it head first thinking I'd go right in like no big deal. I went right in, but for some reason it caught my neck. Like I used my hands, but it's still the impact on my head caught me, and I heard a crack. I got up, I was like, what the hell? To make a long story short, man, that thing hurt me for a substantial amount of time. It eventually went away. But fluke accidents, it could be as stupid as me, and I've jumped in pools, diving in them. You don't realize how shallow they are and stuff like that. Jump into a pool, feet first. Why even risk it? Just saying, there's a lot of things, I'm just using that for example. We risk our health. Why are we doing that? Just, you really got to pay attention to that. I discuss it all the time. You only get one body. You better take care of it because, it's on you. And I'm going to wrap it up there. Your chance, check out my website, richcelenza.com. I've been secretively working on something. I can't tell anybody about it yet, but I can't stop. I'm going to be posting a video, or not a video. I haven't been doing videos, a podcast on creativity. Is my creativity destroying me? But I think I had to create this because I'm always creating something. But I'll let you know more about that in the future. But please take care of yourself, and I wish you nothing but the best.